Another question I'm seeing a lot frequently right now, especially with longer escrows, is the question of interest rate locks. It seems to me as a realtor that our interest rates are really going up kind of quickly. And so buyers are asking me, do I need to lock the interest rate? What is that? Does it cost extra? What do you tell buyers about that?
Yeah, we'll discuss that. Now, in general, you usually can't lock your interest rate until you're in contract on a property, because we don't know how long we're locking for, right? And it's specific to what loan program you're doing and where this house is. All those will play into it. When we're talking about locks, we're guaranteeing you that rate for a period, be it 30 days or 60 days or whatever. The longer you're locking out for, the more potential cost there is for you as far as, if the rate's higher or not, because we're guaranteeing it over a longer time. And not to get way too technical on how interest rates move, but the mortgage-backed security bond market is what drives interest rates for all lenders, all banks. And depending on how those things move up and down every day, just like stocks move up and down, and we've been in a real volatile world right now with inflation pressures and everything else, has been driving rates up. So yeah, the sooner you can lock in a rate, I usually recommend, but it's your call. If you have a feeling and your crystal ball is better than mine and you think rates are going to be better in 2 weeks, you can float. But I don't get to go back to 2 days ago. That's where we're talking about floating versus locking. Rates can move daily, and sometimes intraday, up or down. So they usually don't change dramatically day over day, but there have been, over the last few months, we've seen those things move up. So you just make the best play you can with the information you have.
I think that's so true, and I love what you said about your crystal ball, because I find myself thinking that all the time when people ask me, what are rates going to do? Well, I don't know. Nobody knows. We can make an educated guess based on seeing what's happening in the underlying issues in the market,
Right.
But I don't know, and we can't guarantee it. And so I always think of the interest rate lock as just kind of peace of mind for the buyers, that at
Right.
least you know what the interest rate is.
And you know this payment, exactly.
Exactly, and it's not going to change.
Right.
Whatever happens in the market, once you're locked in, your rate, your payment
That's
will
guaranteed.
be this.
Yeah, no matter if rates go up 3% from that time of year, as long as you close within the time frame you've got, you'll be there. And that's really the best way to look at it is nobody has that crystal ball. If I could pick and tell you exactly when rates were going up or down, I wouldn't have to do this job. I'd be making a lot more money doing some other things too.
Absolutely.
So you just make it's even with the recent increases we have, interest rates are historically low, are great compared to, talk to anybody that bought back in the 80s and 90s, even parts of, even 5-6 years ago, we had rates that were, approaching higher rates than we are now. So you just make the best decision you can with where they are right now. Should rates drop down a year or two from now, well, you'll be in a position to refinance that. Plus, you're going to have that equity you gain because now you're the owner of the home instead of giving that to the landlord. So, yeah, you can always take advantage of changes, but lock in with the best rate you can and move forward from there.